YouTube? This is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the P-Bandai exclusive Master Grade Gym Command Space Type. Now, sorry for being silent over on the weekends or on the holidays. Around Christmas, something happened to me, so I was having a little bit hard time emotionally, so I was a little bit silent, but everything's been settled off, so I'm back with a review. And once again, I would like to say Happy New Year to all my viewers and subscribers, or Happy Holidays, depending on where you live. I believe they use the different terms. So I hope you guys had a great 2017. Hope all of you will have another great year of 2018. Now, before I get on to the review, this is my 101st kit that I'm reviewing on 2017. So up before this, I have actually reviewed 100 kits if I counted correctly. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Although next year I might not be able to go up to the hundreds because I have reduced the number of reviews that I've been doing, because it was usually 2 kits per week, but now I'm doing 1 mostly. So anyway, back to the point. As usual, this time I will be showing the articulation of this kit, but some equipment regarding this kit will not be demonstrated because there are some same equipment or same functions as the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2. But before we go on to the actual review, now let's look at its components. First of all, you do get the Gym Command Space Type, of course. And those who still don't know, on next year, on January, we will be getting a Master Grade Gym Command Colony Type as a normal release. So no need to, cry over the usual. As usual, we get a shield that has multiple purposes, not only as blocking, but you can attach to the arm. You can attach the extra machine gun ammo clip onto the shield on these pegs. So there's only one piece difference compared to the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2. So I'll show you guys that later. We get the usual 2 beam saber effects. I won't be demonstrating this because it pretty much handles it the exact same way as the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2. We get the machine gun, probably one of my favorite machine guns of the Federation's weapons of the machine guns. We get one of its unique and iconic weapons. This is also technically a beam gun. Some call it another variation of the beam spray gun. Either way, I really love this weapon, to be honest. I was pretty much drawn by this weapon itself, because on the HG you pretty much get it in a whole entire gray mold, if I remember correctly. And then you get in total 9, how should I say it, 9 hands or finger molds, because like the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2, instead of having articulated fingers, you get a different set of fingers, so for different purposes or for different equipment. So you get 2 fists. I won't be demonstrating this one by one because at this point you should probably know how these work. You get 2 open styles. Now you get 1 trigger finger for the right hand only. You get 2 multi-purpose hands for the left and right. This is basically for the beam saber for this kit. And then these are the 2 only hands which I really don't know the main purpose. These are like semi-trigger fingers. And I saw these could also work as trigger fingers, but these do not actually fit perfectly in the machine gun, and you can technically force your way through on the beam gun, but once you attach it to the hand, it doesn't really look natural, and it's kind of unstable. You have to force the connection, so I would not recommend that. So these 2, I'm not really too sure what the purpose is, to be honest. I can't remember if the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2 had those fingers, but oh well. And we get a small sticker sheet. Most of these stickers are for the cameras. One is from the machine gun, one is actually inside behind the visor, and this one is supposed to go on the head, but I will mention where and why I did not use that. And at least we get another small action-based connector. This is pretty much a staple thing within Master Grades these days. And those who are wondering, those water slide decals or decal fanatics, you get a water slide decal. Very basic numbers. We get the Federation symbols, and we do get a few other stuff as well. So yeah, I mostly want to show you guys this intact so you get a good idea of what you can use. Okay, beyond that, now let's go on to some other major stuff. Now, being a premium Bandai kit, this thing has a good number of leftover pieces. Actually, give me a second, yeah. A good leftover pieces, so here we go. Now, some of these leftover pieces might be very familiar to some people, some may not. So, let me just take these out. Now, I wish I could have started these with them already out, but that would make, the screen a little bit too messy. Now, first of all, let's go with the basic ones. You can see this piece, they do give you this. This was also included in the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2. This is basically the piece where you can, instead of this single piece, you can attach this so you can make the shield, stand if you want to do that. We get some, how should I say it? We get these two pieces, which if you built the RX-78 2.0 or the Gym 2.0, you should be familiar with. These are for the side skirt and back skirt armor or of the kit. We do have some inner frame pieces, waist section mostly, nothing too major. And we get this piece, I believe, which is also an inner frame piece. Although I can't remember it being this wide, but oh well. We get a white neck piece. The one you use is, I believe, is a gray one. We get this red piece, which, you know what, let me just show you guys. Now, if you know the gym command, you have an antenna on one side, so you only use one of these pieces. One is the normal one, oh, come on. One is the normal piece, the other having the antenna. So, also, this antenna is the most, is the part where you should be careful with, because if you're not, like, aware of it, you might accidentally snap it. Okay, we have these pieces, which I believe were for the wrists for certain kits, but you don't use it on this one. Let's see. We have some leftover pieces, some extra thrusters. I believe this is the chin piece or chin area for the Gym Sniper 2. Another thruster. We get a nice set of red pieces of the Gym Sniper 2. Some pieces for the backpack section. We get a red body section. So I don't know if you like to modify your Gym Sniper 2 or this kit, you can go for this one, I guess. Some head pieces for the Gym Sniper 2. Once again, very good combination. We have this piece, which you might be familiar if you also built the RX-78 2.0 or the Gym 2.0. These are for the shield pieces, which don't really serve to, isn't really used that often as you think. We have these pieces, some side pieces, some other pieces going on. Same piece, but this time you have some leftover head piece as well, the inner frame of the piece. And you have this piece. At a first glimpse, I was like wondering what the heck is this, and I realized these are the side skirt, the front skirt armor pieces that is actually used on front of the Gym Sniper 2. So yeah, you have a lot of leftover pieces for other modification purposes or customizing purposes. So really up to you. Alright, now let's get on to the review. Now once again, this kit is mostly based on the Gym Sniper 2. Like the inner frame build is pretty much identical. The arms are pretty much identical except for the these sections right over here. The elbow. As you can see, the front skirt does not have the armor, but you can technically put on the armor if you want to do so. The head, not exactly the same, but it's pretty much basically, if you built the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2, you should have been like expecting this kit to come out. And if you build this kit, you can also assume that the Master Grade Gym Cold Districts type isn't too far away. Now, articulation-wise, it's pretty much the same, but I will go through the basics. The head can go down that much, up that much. 360 twist I would not recommend. Well, technically possible, but yeah, not the best. Kind of, stiff, very stiff. The body, once again, the body is different from the design of the Gym Sniper 2. You can see they're not exactly the same body, but you can see like some shapes of it are similar. Now it has a very good ab crunch, to be honest. Okay, there we go. And then we have a 360 twist on the main body. So that's very good, to be honest. The shoulders can go forward and backward, very a very good amount, as expected. The arm can go 90 degrees to the side, and the shoulder armor can move on its own in good movement. You have a 360 twist on the arm, a double. Oh, okay, come on. You have a double jointed arm bend over there. Once again, this part is different a little bit. And as mentioned, the hands are connected to a ball joint and are not articulated fingers, but the interchanging fingers like Master Grade Seed kits, which is the more preferable ones. Which is more preferable to me personally because they at least you have a guaranteed firm grip. Once again, I won't be demonstrating everything like the beam rifle and the bullpup machine gun because that was included in the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2, and they pretty much latch on to the trigger finger hand perfectly. Okay, for the front skirt armor, nothing too special. This is pretty much the exact same because they can go forward a good amount, like that. The side skirt also a good amount. Back skirt do not move at all, and you have the beam saber holsters right on the back. But like the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2, you can take these off and then attach it onto the shield section right over here, which exactly the same as the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2. So I won't be going through that as well. Once again, the back skirt does not move, and before I actually go on to the leg articulation, I would like to mention the backpack. One of the only difference, or one of the few difference with the upcoming Master Grade Gym Command Colony type is that you get a different backpack, other than the different color swap. And also, the Gym Command Colony type does not have this gun, but would only come with the machine gun. I'm not sure why, but that's how it is even in the games, anime, whatever you play. So go figure. Okay, for the legs, they're pretty much almost identical. The only difference is that the outer armor part is different. The inside frame of this kit is pretty much the same. They are exactly the same, but of course the main principle came from the Master Grade Gym 2.0. But different with a few different parts, they give it a whole new different feeling to it. Okay, well, you get a double bend, and the leg can go forward 90 degrees to the front, back, not much because of the non-moving back skirt. The leg can go to the side, and you have a side swivel. No, I'm not. Well, yeah, make reference of Job if you want. I wish I could be funny as him. And the feet are your typical, ball jointed feet with all those piston actions going on inside. Okay, now we've seen the basics of the kit. We've seen the basic articulation, which is pretty much identical as the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2. And since the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2 was a very good kit at the first place, the Gym Command can't go anything wrong with it, to be honest. And I'm really glad we're getting Master Grades of the Gym Command and other gym variants, because I really wanted to have this and then this as a Master Grade for a long time, and I'm really glad that it happened. Alright, now with the equipment, let's go on with the shield. The shield, as mentioned, you can attach the extra bullpup machine gun ammo clips onto the shield, these pegs here. The shield pretty much works pretty much identical as any shield. Now you have okay, that's one beam. Yeah, the beam sabers do tend to pop up on random times, so be careful. Okay, for the shield, you can technically put the handle into the hand, and then you have this connector piece, which should be very familiar as well, to attach it to the back of the arm to attach it. But that connection itself alone is very, very tight and very strong, to the point where you don't really, come on, where is it? Okay, you don't really need that extra handle. Oh, please. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, doing stuff in front of camera is not as easy as you think. But yeah, if you can get in the diagonal hole, yeah, there we go. The connection itself is very strong. The handle is just there for show, to be honest. You don't really need that extra handle. But once again, very good addition. Alright, the shield. Once again, you can, you know what, let me just demonstrate if possible. This is one of those pieces that can easily break off, so I would like to recommend to be careful on this part. But you know what? And there's one thing that I don't like about this kit is not the backpack design, but the way how these thrusters connect. Um, they don't really give it like a firm connection feeling. They feel like they're always loose, kind of unstable. So if you can maybe just glue them on so you can get a better idea. Anyway, this thing is not coming off, but you can take this entire piece off and attach it to the top of the shield, is which depends on most of your preference of weapon, arrangement. Okay, once again, the ballpoint machine gun, nothing too special. You snap two pieces together, put a sticker on, and the ammo clip can be taken off. Okay, and just in case, those who still don't know how these works, is that this is a trigger finger, there's a peg here, and then the hole, instead of being on the side, is in the front. So you can attach the hand like this, and then reattach the entire, hand with the equipment onto the main hand. Some people may find this redundant or, doesn't really look good, but I don't really care about the details. I rather have a kid holding its weapons with a firm grip, because some kits, even with the articulated fingers, has some side effects where the weapon is not firmly gripped, or it's pretty much wobbly. This one pretty much guarantees a firm grip. And yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the review. Once again, this kit is a premium Bandai kit, which doesn't mean it's always expensive, but it's a limited production. If you're a big gym fanatic like me, I would recommend this kit. If not, if you're not too into it, you're not missing out much, since the Master Grade Gym's command calling type is also coming out. Basically, if you enjoyed the Master Grade Gym Sniper 2, you will also enjoy this kit as well, and also will be a very good addition to your collection. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. Sorry for the long review, but there were a lot of stuff I needed to talk about with this kit. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below as well. Once again, I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out of, so please stay tuned. Once again, Happy New Year, and until then, see you guys next time.